Hi, God's Own Medicine PlayStation and Medic Maniac YouTube. We're Long Fallen Dynasty once again. Soaring Dragon difficulty and a follow-up to the video that I did about chi farming. And this time item farming. So we'll be going to the first area once again, just like the other video. And there's a few things that you can do to help your chances, to improve your chances of item farming for the bits and bobs that you need. So once again with the reinforcements, Lady Me with the perk for equipment drops, and then the other reinforcement is Shun Yu for the perk on the genuine chi obtention to help your setup so you can gather more chi, and obviously you can try and get your drops. Now you can improve your own luck, you can make your own luck. Once you get your morale to 30, you can alter the inner discipline to try and maximize your luck. I didn't bother bringing down the morale because I'd brought, lots of things down to the base, and as you can see there, like health and everything. So I got just over 200 luck. Now, my items, I started off with these because of the chi obtention, and the sword I'm bringing along because I wanted a drop to improve that. And then I've got different perks on different things. The bamboo bow I end up changing because the crossbow is a better bet. So there's different perks on different things. The War Maiden's helmet I wanted to try and get for a specific set. I'll show you in a bit. And then there's perks that I've got on these for chi obtention and luck and stuff. So you'll be able to see those as I show them, the different bits and bobs. And I wanted to get a specific set in the Crimson Knight stuff as well. So I already have a bit of War Maidens, I'll show you that in a bit. More luck and more chi obtention perks I've got. So that'll help me with my reinforcements with their perks as well, to make my own luck with the inner discipline and stuff. So here we go. This is the set, the War Maiden set. There's a particular grace, and you can get different graces and for your different sets. This one will really help me in my build, because what it does is once you get the full set for the grace, is it will power up your attacks upon deflection, and my build is set up for deflection. The Crimson Knight stuff, it's not all 6-star, but I wanted not only 6-star but 6-star with a particular grace. So once again you'll have to clear out all the enemies and raise all the flags. So here's this guy getting a donking from me, because my yard, my house, and I'm going to be farming on this little bit. So 99 to you, raise the final barrier, raise the final banner, sorry. And then you'll need to build up your morale to level 30, so give this thing a donking a few times, get your morale to level 30, and then I'll show you, obviously I've showed you with the inner discipline how I set it up. So raise all the flags, get your morale to level 30, and yeah, just show them who's boss, show them whose yard it is. Bit of a kung fu stance, because you own this joint now. Right, posing aside, we'll get on to the actual nitty gritty. So once your morale is set, then do your inner discipline, and then you can just do this simple little run. This guy's got his back to you, more fool him, so put him out of his misery. He'll only get reset later on, so you'll make the same mistake over and over. Sneak up on this thing, get your attack in. So your luck will be over 200. I've got all my perks. And then hopefully we can get 6-star stuff. That is not 6-star stuff. So we need to go again. So run all the way back to your flag to reset them. It's like bowling pins, isn't it? Set them up and knock them down. And then let's see if we can get some 6-star stuff. So here we are, we've got to this thing again. Give it a donking. And yep, 6-star stuff we've got. And then just rinse and repeat over and over. And this is all the clips of... I just did one session with all the stuff that I showed you. I end up changing to the hammer, and like I said with the bow, I switched from the normal bow to my crossbow, because my crossbow has chi obtention and it had the same look as well, so just me not paying attention to that. And I switched to this hammer because the frequency of drops got increased, and I really noticed it as well. So my blades that I started with did chi obtention, whereas, you know, switch to the hammer and it increases your drops, and like I say, I really noticed it. So I got a lot more regular drops. Sometimes I got back-to-back 6-star items, sometimes I had to give it a donking a few times, but when I used the hammer for the, you know, drops perk on it, there was a big difference I found. So like I say, these are all the 6-star stuff I got in my little session. Unfortunately for me, I didn't get enough drops on equipment, even though I did have Lady Me with me for the perk on equipment drops. I didn't seem to get, you know, the armor sets that I wanted, so I'll go again. But you get double whammy here. You get your chi obtention, and you get 6-star items to set you up for, you know, the difficulty. The other thing that you can do is in all the items that you're gathering, because they won't all be 6-star, so you'll be salvaging some, you'll be selling some, and it's a good way to get rank 9 steel and rank 9 leather from salvaging some of the stuff that you get. So you get your chi, you get your 6-star items, you get your rank 9 leather and your rank 9 steel, and obviously your copper from selling stuff. So lots of wins, lots and lots of wins, and this first level, you know, will set me up for trying to prepare for the challenges to come in this difficulty level. And obviously Team Ninja have given you all the slots to set up different builds and to save different builds with different gear slots, so this will help you to, you know, have different builds and different armor sets and different brace sets, hopefully. So lots of farming on this bit. So I'm not done yet with all the 6-star items that I got. It really was a successful thing, and I leveled up a bunch too. So I continued working on the build, as well as getting a lot of stuff, and obviously you can send some to your storehouse and what have you. So yeah, coming to the end of this little clip here. So the next one will be the last 6-star item I got. So wherever you're doing, take care.